This is a very surprising first episode, because I have never seen a premise quite like this. And I've watched quite a bit of anime, and I have never seen this Rakugo. This is actually my first time really ever seeing it in an anime, which caught me by surprise, because how original this was from anything I have seen in recent months, or years actually. Just, it's absolutely stunning. And right off the bat, I just gotta say, if you're wanting something completely different, something that does not follow any form of cliches from other series or tropes and stuff, and you want something completely different that's detached from anything like that, you definitely should start this. Like, this first episode, that's actually over 40 minutes long. Yeah, it has like that Fate type length episode. It is such a good slice of life series about Rakugo. And like I said, I have never really heard of Rakugo. This is my first encounter with this said sport or hobby or whatever. I don't really even know how to describe it, but it's a performance. And seeing the way it was displayed, it got my attention because I loved how realistic this episode felt. It was very down-to-earth and mature. It did not feel like it was actually going or aiming for children to watch. This show felt like it was for the people that either A, really love Japanese culture, or B, you're someone that just wants something very different or mature instead of the standard anime we see nowadays. And that's exactly what this felt like to me. It's definitely one of those type of series that are not meant to be aimed at children at all, or any younger audience. It's actually meant to be aimed at the very adult audience. That's what this felt. But of course, it's a josei, so, I mean, obviously, it's going to be aimed at, older women, if I'm correct. So, for now, I gotta say, overall general first impressions of this episode, it was spectacular. Like, it was probably one of the strongest episodes of this season. Like, hands down, I'm willing to say that this is the second best first episode of the season. Now, you're probably wondering what's the first best. Well, as I said in my Bokudake review, Bokudake, fucking amazing. I love that series. This right here is definitely number 2 when it comes to that. This is like the second best episode. It's up there in quality with Bokudake. This was that good. And so, my recommendation here, I don't really want to spoil anything at this moment because it was just that good. I don't want to really spoil anything because I feel like all of you should experience it for yourself. So I'm trying to kind of persuade some of you, if you have not seen it yet, go watch it. Just go check it out and then come back, because I just do not want to spoil you because it's just that entertaining. Now, of course, that is subjective. It really comes down to what you find entertaining. So let's get into the actual content. What is this series about? For one, Rakugo. Like I said, I had really no idea what Rakugo was before I started this episode. And I still don't have a full grasp of the entirety of what it is, but it is a performance where you put on a play. For instance, you start speaking as if you're different people and telling a story. And the way our main male character, Yotaru, was actually doing this at the ending part of the episode, I was very entertained. I actually chuckled quite a bit when he was doing it, which was surprising as well, because you'd think something like that wouldn't get you to laugh, but I actually started laughing when it came to the robber type ordeal, without the robbers underneath the floorboard. He's like, "You're a fucking liar," and stuff. I couldn't help but laugh. And it definitely shows the quality of this series and how it's really trying to be mature. It's trying to be different from anything we have normally seen in recent times. Now, like I said, it's a slice life series to where Yotaru is trying to find a new path. He's trying to find a new path with his life because he is fresh out of prison. He just got out of, jail, prison, and he has nothing. He has nothing at all left to him. And so, one person inspired him when he was in jail, did a performance from Rakugo, and eventually caused it to where he wanted to be an apprentice of this said person. And after he got out, he went to this person, asked to be their apprentice, and of course one thing led to another, and he's finally an apprentice. He's trying to learn Rakugo, and I love the maturity that was used with the old man as well in this episode, because normally when it comes to an anime series, like something similar to this, not exactly, because like I said, this is very different, usually the old man character would be very stuck up and wouldn't act his age, and the way the old man was acting, he was a little bit fucking stuck up, but when he kind of still allowed him to be under him, for instance, be his apprentice, it was a very mature moment, showing showing that one of these characters can act their age. All the characters were actually acting their age for their maturity level, and so I'm really not disappointed at all. And I love the passion of our characters, especially our MC, and his passion to want to learn Rakugo. Even though he's not the best, he's new to it, I love his passion. And it's definitely very inspiring to see when you're watching this series. Now, the visual-wise of the series, visuals amazing. The visuals are straight up amazing. Like, I don't really have much to really say besides how amazing they are, how colorful, and definitely suits the said series, even though it's a slice of life. I mean, it actually looks way better than normal slice of life usually look, so compliments to the studio working on this said series here. Now, when it comes to the music very catchy. It sets the tone of the atmosphere. It really gives life to the characters, especially when you hear that OST pop up in the background and you see certain events happening. It really sets the mood where you can enjoy the episode so much more. So overall, the episode is spectacular. There really is no complaint from my end. The only complaint I could see from anyone when it comes to this said series is saying it was boring. That's the only thing I could see someone saying about this series, but of course that's very subjective. It comes down to what you view as entertainment of anime, and honestly, I say I don't really have any issues at all with this. This was really something I could give a good quality 10 out of 10 to. I could. That's how good this first episode was, and how good of an impression it left me after finishing it. So, I need to ask a question before I actually end my first impressions of this episode. Is the series going to be 40 plus minutes long, like every episode, or was it just for this first episode? Because I do know some series tend to, like, you know, maybe have like a 45-minute episode, and then the rest of the series has like 20 minutes. Like, that was similar to Fate, what Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works did. So I'm curious, is this series going to go similar to that route, or is it going to be 40 plus minutes every single week? If anyone could confirm that in the comments below, please do so as well. I'd be very thankful if you could give me that information. But you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.